I just walked in there. I asked for directions, and the woman that was at the front door looked at me and said, "Okay, well, I'll be right back." And so she ended up bringing three border patrol agents. So I was thinking, like, what did she think I was? Like, do I look very undocumented? Where you needed to go ask three border patrol agents to come and give me directions, but they knew something was up, and so I told them that I was undocumented, and then they asked for ID. I showed them my Colombian ID, and they took me in. They asked me questions. I answered their questions, and within the hour, I was on deportation proceedings.
After Jonathan went in, I went in after him, acting. I was looking out for my friend. Hey, where's my friend? This is a job site. Somebody dropped me off here. I'm just trying to work. I acted scared, and I was in there, and after a while, I broke my character because I was just so angry. I asked one of the Border Patrol officers, I was like, hey, do you like your job? Is this what you like to do? You like to separate families and, destroy them? And he's like, you know what? I don't do that. He told me, I don't do that. He told me, I don't separate families because, and I was like, you know what? If you were to deport me, my family and kids would stay here. And they would need me to provide for them, and you're separating me, and you're destroying us. And he's like, no, you know what? If I deport you right now, they have the option of leaving too. And I was just so, overwhelmed, so I couldn't really say anything. I think I would explode. So that's the kind of mentality that these people have, and it's tragic, but it's reality. It's a warehouse. There's like 70 bunk beds. The calls are very expensive. Most of the people there don't have a means to contact their family or even information of when their court hearing is. So they're just kept there. They're being controlled. They're being dehumanized. They take away your clothes, your sense of freedom.
Being in there is a constant struggle against depression. I think if I were in any of their situations, not knowing if I were gonna get out, when I'm gonna be deported, it's depressing. And so I think going in there, we were a lot better prepared than most people, and we knew because we had the funds to be able to call frequently, and so I think we were in a different situation, but looking back, is we were ready to stay there if need be.
Early in the year, we have heard stories of outside of LA, San Bernardino County. We heard people, students in San Bernardino Valley College were being asked for documentation. And it got to the point where these students were afraid to go to school. And hearing that, we felt the need to take the fight over there, to empower these youth and to empower the immigrant community to stand up. And so we staged a sit-in. It was 7 of us, the first undocumented civil disobedience in California, and that led to others stepping up and joining in the civil disobedience movement.
The first civil disobedience in San Bernardino happened because we wanted to challenge the system. We wanted to challenge the system, and policies like secure communities and 287G that criminalize immigrants. So we actually wanted ICE to get involved in our cases, but they decided not to. And so what happens is ICE doesn't pursue our cases when it's a public action. And so we wanted to escalate, see how far we can take it. So after the action in San Bernardino, another group of students that we work with wanted to engage in civil disobedience as well, and they did a sit-in inside ICE headquarters, which is next to the detention center in Los Angeles. And so they did the sit-in inside, and other three citizens decided to also engage in civil disobedience outside, blocking a van full of people that were about to get deported. And so it's been about escalation, and so we wanted to take it to the next level and take it to Alabama, where it's a very draconian anti-immigrant law. More of our principles is we want to step away from the DREAM Act, not step away, but go beyond it, right? I think when we fought for the DREAM Act, we set the groundwork for the current work that we're doing now. But what we're running into is that people don't want to do something that's outside of what a dreamer is. People don't want to fight for people that are not DREAM Act eligible. And so we want to go beyond that and really fight for all undocumented people. And we've been focusing on stopping deportations and focusing on the criminalization of immigrants and people of color. And so, and I think, like Isaac said, is the empowering part. And I think essential to our work is helping people lose that fear or overcome that fear of either immigration, ICE, police, and so we can, liberate ourselves and organize. What we did was nothing special, I feel. There was more people ready to do it, but they weren't as successful as we were into getting into deportation. And so it sets a precedence for more people to do it and begin organizing from within the detention centers all over the United States. And so that's our natural escalation, because we know civil disobedience only takes us so far.
I feel like we need to create this sense of urgency, right? Because that's what I would love to bring back to California and to like the rest of the people. A message like, this is urgent. These people are in there right now. As we're doing this video, these people right now are in despair. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if they're going to see their families again. And it's just very sad.
Yo soy como el chile verde, llorona, picante pero sabroso. Yo soy como el chile verde, llorona, picante pero sabroso.